Welcome to another episode of Nick Mo Photos Moto Vlog. So this is a two-part episode. First part, we go on a night ride, get some amazing shots of the Road King at Veterano here locally in Tampa. And in the second part, well, I'll explain that here in a bit. So when I brought the Road King home, kind of felt the beach bars were a little loose. There was a little play in them. And I was like, okay, you know, when I get ready to replace the handlebars, I'll go ahead and look at the risers and the clamps and all that, make sure everything's everything, right? However, I took it out for a ride and my handlebars, that little bit of play went from here to here. I mean, it was nuts. And these are the culprits. Riser bushings. So these things, as you can tell right here, are jacked. They supposed to be firm, but these things are squishy as all get out. So this video started with the 3 mods I made to a Veterano. And it's going to morph into things to look for when buying a used motorcycle. All right, so we're here at my buddy Brad's shop, Misfit Cycles in Winter Haven, Florida. Got El Veterano on the lift. I took a bump today while I was riding, and my bottom end just, boom, dented the fender against the crash bar. I was like, man, what's going on with the suspension? So he was going to go and service the forks, replace the oil, seals, so on and so forth. However, after we got it on the lift, we started to see a lot more things that needed to pay attention to. So I'm going to show you guys, let me flip the camera over, the point of failure right here. So it looked like the front end had air ride. However, that's something that you just can't see unless you tear the bike completely apart when you're checking it out. But as you can see right here, the hose that went in that fitting blew out and started shooting fork oil everywhere. No bueno. From the last video, y'all see I redid the lights, did LEDs all the way around. Also did some stylistic choices, and I went with a visor scowl that goes over. Did that to all 3 lights. In the lollipops right here, I changed the lights from amber to clear. Now they run as daytime running lights. Also did this modulator right here to regulate the voltage from the LEDs to the old bike. You're gonna need one of those. And it has different presets for the brake lights. So when you press in the brake light, it's gonna bounce 3 times. And huge difference. So the way, whenever I get a new bike, I focus on three things. I focus on safety, comfort, and then looks. All right. Safety, it's a given. You got to take care of yourself while you're out there on tubes. That's why I went to LEDs all the way around. Comfort, you got comfort and style kind of go hand in hand. I just scooped up the factory 47 B-Clap 18-inch bars that we're going to be installing here shortly. Comfort. So comfort, it's almost stylistic. It covers the bars, and for looks, it's also a lot more comfortable than these beach bars that I've been riding. So I got a hole in my flywheel, or a chip in my flywheel right there. So it looks like hasn't been rubbing on the belt at all, but safety first. You gotta make sure you're riding safe. So yeah, so this is the current state of El Veterano.